We welcome you to Los Angeles, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And our pitcher in this game, Shohei Ohtani. Singing, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Ready to go now. Jung-Hoon Lee digs in now. In the air, left field. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for two. And it's a double to start the game.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a bloop hit behind third right there. And that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to. And the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Devers went deep in his most recent game. And it's second. And a strike to Devers.
Got away with that one. Left the curveball up a little bit. He's going to have to finish it if it's going to be an effective pitch.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Ohtani, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
1-2. Cuts out it and misses. That's a strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here's the Giants lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity, as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Willie Adames stands in. Swing, and he popped it up. Freeman takes it in for the out. 2 down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. 2 for 9 so far in the series.
Oh, one.
Man on second, 2 down. Inside.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Yeah, that's
ball
ball
2.
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. .3-0 down. And that drops in for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
That one fouled off.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And a payoff pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Dodgers baseball on The Show, LA. We go to the bottom of the first. And towing the slab, Robbie Ray. What do we have on him?
Well, last time out, picked up the win. Didn't allow a run. Pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
The shortstop, number 15, Mookie Betts.
And Mookie takes. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's inside. And delivers outside. Out to short, Adames. On to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Will Smith.
And Boog, he's slugging over 550 this year. We're talking total bases via home runs, doubles, triples at times. He's shown some big-time power this year, so I'm going to be looking for him to make an impact with the bat in this one, no doubt about it.
Hey.
That one finds the zone. That is strike two.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That's a ball.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
First base.
That is the first baseman, number 5.
Here is Freddie Freeman, one of the best RBI guys in the game this year. Right now, second in the NL. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so two runners in scoring position and just one out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And in, ball one. Two on, one out.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Here's a 1-2.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
In there! Got him looking for the K. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in Game 3 of this 4-game series. Oh. The 1-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. You see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Hey!
Comes up empty.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Pajes takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. No score here in the second. On the ground to short. Throw on to Freeman. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
2 down, bases empty. And up next for San Francisco, Bryce Eldridge. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Rojas under it. And that is that. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in L.A. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Top 5 in home runs in the league. And his taters don't just leave the yard, they leave the conversation.
Yeah, it's like there's a swing and see you tomorrow.
StatCast doesn't even flinch anymore. Just shrugs and says, yeah, that tracks.
You know, Boog, if he parks one more into the upper deck, they're going to name the seat after him.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
too high. Ball.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
That one outside. Ball 1. In the air, right field. Lee on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Batting 8, the left fielder, Alex.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Call. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Oh, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Close, but called a ball. And 1-1.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed, so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball. Arrives. In plenty of time to first. Inning over. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Giants catcher, Jesus Rodriguez. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
The 0-2. Backed off the plate that time. Two down. On the ground to third, Espinal. Fires across the diamond. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Grant McCray.
Ball 1.
Right through there for a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Top of the 3rd, no score. And misses. It's a strikeout. Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit. Led off this game with a double. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. In the air, out to center. And it gets by him. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here comes the throw. Safe at second.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Nope.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting. Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one kicks away from the catcher. Lee up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
That ends the frame. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Santiago Espinal. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
That's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see them more aggressive with those pitches.
This one popped up. And a quick out, number 1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
The batter now will be Will Smith. He was plunked in his first trip to the plate. Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Adames gets under it, and that will end the inning. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Back here at Chavez Ravine. New inning getting started. Willie Adames now at the plate. That's in there. 0-1. comes up empty. That's strike two. This one in the air right field. And that is foul. That one the other way. One down.
Up next is the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
That's a ball.
And he's the home run leader on this team, Siggy. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Fastball for a strike. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Hit hard on the ground is short. Over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Here's Elliot Ramos. He's 0 for 1. That clips a corner.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Ball 2.
Two down, nobody on. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw to second. In with a double. And the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Runner at second, 2 down. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
0-2 now. Line drive, that's a base hit. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Yeah, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now Bryce Eldridge. And that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here in L.A., ready to go, bottom 4. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the tying run is on base.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. The 1-0. And that's ripped for a base hit. Freeman headed for third. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through at a pretty high leverage spot right there. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
And now a very big at bat for Kyle Tucker. Went down on strikes his first time through. Runners at the corners, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Right through there for a strike. So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Pitch gets away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Got him looking. And that is a big first out.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. A strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. And I gotta hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big 2-out hit.
Two on, 1 out. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Missed with a changeup. And the count now even up. Just off the outside edge.
That's a really good take.
First and third, 1 down. He fouls it off. Will do it again. Payoff pitch. And they're all loaded up.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the 4th count, but I guess he saw it pretty well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Golden opportunity right here.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Fouls away the first offering. It's a strike at the knees. One out, bases full. Got him swinging for the K, but no advance from the runners.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third and one out. Couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. And there's a ball. Bases loaded, 2 down. And the slider just misses.
Big in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. He goes down looking.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now it's the Giants catcher, Jesus Rodriguez.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Fouled off left side. Here's your one. And that one fouled off.
Ball, that's outside.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Yo one.
Ball, that pitch is up.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. McRae not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. So back to the top of the order. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. way out front for strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance. I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Two down, nobody on. Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side of the fifth. It's the Giants 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Santiago Espinal.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Nope, outside.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Hit hard, shoot the extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
And it's second. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
The 0-2. The Ray K for Mookie.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Bullpen action for the Giants for the first time. Matt Gage, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Beck also throwing.
Ball one.
Tying run at scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. In the dirt, runner holds, and it's a full count. Freddie Freeman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. Strikeout number 8.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
And here's Freddie Freeman. Should score the run. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. And the Dodgers even it up. Goes into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Base hit into center field. And the go-ahead run stops at third base.
Here's a ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. And that's one of those where you expect the guy from second to score.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That'll do it for Robbie Ray. And it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Matt Gage comes on now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Go ahead run on base. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one back up the middle and it gets through. Freeman in to score. It's an RBI single. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Fly ball lifted into air right field. Lee settles underneath it, and that is that. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. And now, Rafael Devers.
The first baseman, Rafael Devers.
Nope.
Rip, but it curls foul. To the right side, Rojas throws to first in time, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Willie Adama.
Hey!
Oh, 1 down. That's in for a strike, a slider. Adames wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Here's a 1-1. That one blasted deep to right. High bounce vaults over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
One out, runner at second. And here is Matt Chapman in there for strike one. The Giants with the tying run at second, and we're the top half of the sixth. Freeman. And he handles it himself for the out.
Up next to the Giants, the left fielder, Elliott Warner.
The 1-0. The other way. Down the line, and it's foul. The 1-1. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. And that's through there for a strike. And now it's 3-2. Strike three. Shohei gets the K. So the Giants leave one. And our score remains 2-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the sixth inning. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Out towards right center field. Lee on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. That misses the zone. Ball one. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Eric Miller, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Beck getting loose as well. Right through there for a strike. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Santiago Espinal. 1 for 2. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here in L.A., Luis Ariz stands in.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Ball one.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Line drive. Caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Ball.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And the 1-0. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throws to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next is the catcher, Jesus Rodriguez.
Next to hit, Jesus Rodriguez. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Giants down in order. They're down 2-1.
Now pitching for
New pitcher on here, Tristan Beck.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
leading off for the Dodgers, the shortstop,
Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Chapman over to first in time. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. In there for strike 1.
I'm not saying they do, but with the way they're squaring up the ball right now, it's almost like they know what's coming. They seem very confident at the plate.
Ball. Ball, that's out.
That one
Oh,
off the
that's too
mark.
high.
3 balls and a strike. Fastball for a strike. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
1 down. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single. In the air to left center. McCray on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Dodgers, the center fielder, number 24, Andy.
Fought off foul.
Inside ball.
Smith leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fastball is outside. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensure safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
On the ground to Devers. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one. They lead it 2-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. We're at the top of the 8th. Grant McCray digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one ripped. And this one could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Now a move being made at second base. Giants go to a pinch runner. Christian Koss. A little more speed out there now, representing the tying run. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. So the tying run at second just missed.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
And he takes a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound. And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Man at second. That one misses. Full count now. Rafael Devers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a payoff pitch. Ground ball left side. Throw on to Freeman. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So now it appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. New pitcher on now, Edgardo Henriquez.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use A little bit low.
Ball one.
And that is ball one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And
That's off the
outside.
plate.
And it's 2-0.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Freeman takes it himself, but the tying run moves up to third, so they'll be happy with that. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Check swing, went around, and the count is 0-2. The tying run is 90 feet away. In the air, right field, Tucker on the move, and that's the third out.
Well, this guy competes hard. You see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
So coming into the game now on defense, Harrison Bader. He'll be patrolling center field. Well, one-run game. Here's Kyle Tucker. He's been a great free agent sign. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. The 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Bader settles under it. And there's one down.
Oh, the ball will find you. You come into the game and you better be ready because it's like the ball knows where's the new blood. But really nice play. That could have easily been botched.
Hard hit left side. Fires over to first. And Hernandez is out.
Up next, the second baseman, Miguel.
Two down, bases empty. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that is that. Dodgers go down quietly, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Matt Chapman. Henriquez looking for his first save of the year. And he was born in Venezuela. Out towards right center field. Tucker on the move to the gap. And there's one away. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism has shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Ramos wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. So that removes their last challenge. Now. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
That's ball 2.
That's
Oh,
a
that's
little bit
low.
low. Luis Arias in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-1 is on the way. And that keeps the inside corner.
That big curve inside is a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
And ball four there. Tying run is on base.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Luis Arias, the next to hit, known for his late inning heroics. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. The Giants with the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. And that is downstairs, and the count is 2-0. The hit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2. One-run game here at the top of the ninth. Hard liner. And there's two down. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
That one drilled left field and a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Jesus Rodriguez will hit next. Trying to deliver as the hero. There's the strike. Way inside. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. They're down to their final strike.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Around third. Here's the throw, and he's safe. Ball game. So he gets two milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
Misses. Ball one. That one ripped, but foul. 2 on, 2 outs. Here's a line drive to left field. And that's a base hit. The throw home. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. On the mound now, Tanner Scott.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
That's a ball.
Rodriguez on third. Bader on at first with 2 down. The 1-1 is fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1-2 now.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Ball 3.
Just misses. And the count's full. Rafael Devers waits to bat for the Giants. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And that'll load the bases.
Take the base.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Ball. That's out.
One misses. That's 5 straight.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
2-1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. San Francisco leads this one 3-2. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Ryan Walker.
Save opportunity for him right here. He's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Alex Call steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0-for-3 with 2 strikeouts and a groundout.
Now, boy, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
That's a slider for a strike. One-run game, bottom 9.
Nope.
Just missed. The 1-1. Back to right. Lee gets there. He's under it. One away.
Up next for the Dodgers, the third baseman, Santiago Espinal.
Pitches in for a strike. 0-1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
That's out to center field. Bader makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
Now, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
So they're down to their final out. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Infield playing him to pull. Second baseman just to the right of the bag. He's got it. Ball game. And the Giants bounce back from consecutive losses to take Game 3 of the series.
The whole game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down. Were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well executed ball game.
Oh yeah, anybody diss the dog, we like, whoa there. Right there used to be the project guys. Then they got flipped with the rent on thousands. Move the folks out there 45, so you might as well say they pay rent on islands. Over there used to be.
Go to see, feel the sound.
And King Cornelius defeated the terrible dragon. And all the people in the land were very happy. Oh no, let me finish the book.
Oops. Sorry, Mommy.
And the people came to the king's side cheering. Hooray! The sun has come out. And the king began to sing.
Just another day in the sun. I guess another day.